All right, guys. I think we got. Let's see if we got this going here. All right, we're live on YouTube now. Let me just edit this video. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Well, today's day 282. 538K 538. Today's 22. Gonna change documents. 538. Where you at? There you go.
ARTL.
All right, save that. All right, guys. What's going on, Joseph? What's going on, JP? What's going on, Gab? What's going on, Tyler? All right. Today was a bright green day. We're up roughly about 54% on the account today. Let's see. So I am not going over today's 54% on the account. 538K. Today's trading day.
ARTL. SLS.
Alright, post that. Go here, boom, done. Alright, guys, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. I'm just setting everything up like usual. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. I'm posting on social media quick. Just give me 1 second and I'll be ready to go. Definitely a lot of opportunities out there today. GameStop was my main focus again today and panned out well. As you can see, let's see here. AMC, EXPR, Express, what was the other one? Alright, there's that. Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. Let me go live now on TikTok. All right. Cool. There's that, guys. What's going on? Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in, as always. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Amanda, you watched the GameStop video. That's awesome. Awesome. What'd you think of it, Amanda K? Those of you guys who don't have the course, I traded GameStop and KOSS, the main trades that I did today, all live and recorded for my students. I put it in the course, so you don't have to pay any extra. Chad Weaver, I'm watching your game live trade. Absolutely ridiculous. I appreciate it, and hopefully you guys get a lot out of the inside of that. Hopefully you guys are getting a lot out of the understanding of that too, because I didn't just want to take the trade, but I also wanted to give you guys a full explanation of why I took the trade and the reasonings behind it. So yeah, I recorded today's trading live. For those course students, go ahead and look through the course. I added it to the course for free for you guys. It's just an add-on to watch that. The students, Diego and Amanda and Chad, Ariel, you guys all have access to that now. It's about a 37-minute video, and it literally, you can see my trade live. You can see the executions going in and out between GameStop, between KOSS. In a matter of about 30 minutes, I locked up about over $500,000, which more importantly is the percentage that matters the most. I locked up about 50%, over 50% of my account. If we join the course, do you show us what trades you enter and where you leave them? Yes. It's all live recorded. I don't like to go trading live because I don't want you guys piggybacking off me. That really doesn't teach you anything. All it teaches you is to follow more and more gurus and try and find their buys and sells. And really, you're not going to be a self-sufficient trader. At NormagnolTrading.com, we teach to be self-sufficient. And the very start of that begins with creating your own process, your own plan, your own strategies, not copying someone else's. But seeing my live trade, those of you guys who have the course, you'll understand kind of the full explanation of why I was getting in, why I was getting out. And even for me, I watched it today. It's pretty cool to see the kind of size that I took today and kind of see, where I scaled in. I was pretty happy with the trade. I got in and out pretty much where my plan was. It was unfortunate to see that thing go to 147. I missed out on a ton of profits, but I do my best to put the percentages on my side, and I always in the past, I've taken 3 washout GameStop trades, and in those trades, we've probably made well over 2.5, maybe closing in on $3 million on the GameStop trades that we've made. But, it's because I prepare myself. It's because I use the strategies that I go over, which is on the course today. But yeah, so hopefully guys, the course students enjoy that extra video that I added for you guys. I didn't have any extra charge for that. You guys hopefully just get more of a clear understanding of what I look for. And let's go ahead and go over today's trading day. I don't really have a lot of time, but yeah. So is there any way I can see the beginning of your trades from 1K to 25K? Yes, Nate. 9588. Yes, you can see my 1,000 at 25K. Go back and look at my YouTube channel about 282 business days ago. And then go back and look at that, and I have it all documented, so you can go back and look at every day and how I did things. But anyways, guys, so GameStop was my main trade. So to start the day, I made a nice pre-market. I made $55,000 pre-market on GameStop, 127.52 in, 136.82 out. Kind of just using that previous support that created itself when we had that big trade, the over $1 million trade. I think it was like 3 days ago. And kind of used that previous support as kind of like a bounce area, so I scalped it. But I really did have an idea that I thought GameStop was going to come on down, and we are going to get right around 100, maybe even under 100, and that was my thesis going into today. So I was just looking for a scalp. So at the beginning of the day, we're about $70,000, and then I just washed it away, and it's frustrating. I'm better than this. I'm going to continue to work on it, but you can see me, a 2,500, we have green after green after green. Now we're up $70,000 roughly, and then, a red trade on GameStop, and then, another loss, 6,300, another loss, 5,200, 4,100. Then we took 98,000. Look, we took almost $100,000 loss on GameStop right there. I was in 13,000 shares at 118, stopped out at 111. OCGN at 270 in, 301 out. So that was a nice $26,000 pattern when I took that loss. So really at that point I was only down about 30,000 on the day. Planter had the right idea, didn't let it pan out. I was seeing GameStop go down, so I kind of wanted to, give myself a chance. AMC trying to scalp things on the way down as well because I saw that GameStop was coming down and so was AMC. Trying to scalp some moves, and I took a $27,000 loser there on GameStop at 83,365. Just a quick small loser. Then I finally got comfortable at 78.19.5 average, 18,001 shares at an average of 78.19.5. So I was really happy about that average. You can see here. So my average was right in here. Okay. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on this, and we'll go ahead and go like this as well. So I was watching this thing come down. And I explained it in my course. I don't have enough time to explain it, for YouTube because I actually I have to go today. I have to go back to my house today and go drop some stuff off and, drop some of the Christmas ornaments and stuff like that off today. Just a lot of storage stuff that we're going to have to slowly move over to the new house. But I explained this on the course, but basically consolidation, and then this consolidated so long I expect it to come down. And then once we started to see this, I was looking for, like I said, this huge volume coming through, which basically confirms that there's big-time panic coming through. Usually when there's big-time panic and you hit the peak of euphoria coming down and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm losing all this money. It's a full-blown capitulation. That's when I started to long. And so 78, this white line was my average right there. So obviously I had a very, very, very good average. with 18,000 shares. Could have taken a lot more shares, but that's the amount of size I did. And I actually did take. So here's the thing. I used my Vanguard and my inherited IRA, and I long right down in here. With all three accounts, we had an average of about $80 a share. And with all three accounts, we probably had, 30,000 shares plus. So I had a hell of a day. I mean, it was an insane day. We definitely capitalized on this move down here between all my accounts. And then, we started to see this uptrend. And then we saw these 2 wicks here, and I was like, is this really going to break down? And, you never really know what's going to happen. I was like, if this breaks down, that'd be pretty incredible. If we broke down, I was going to add. At this point, I love my average between all my accounts. And I'm just going to add between all my accounts. If it went under this price, I just felt like, right around this $70 range, there's no way it goes any further based upon multiple reasonings, based upon this volume, based upon, you go back and look. I mean, this chart's just stupid. I mean, it's just crazy. But you go back and look, and that we're already hitting, 125 support level, right? So we've came down so much for 483 in 3 days. So just a huge sell-off. And the short's got to cover, if anything else. And so all that support plus the volume, I really had no, and in the video that you see live in my course that I recorded for my students, you're going to see how calm I was. It's not like I was like yelling and panicking and freaking out and, I'm up 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 800,000, you know what I mean? I'm not like that. I'm very calm, cool, and collective because I've seen this so many times, because I know right in here, I've never seen in history, I've never seen something that goes much lower than that, I don't think I've ever seen a chart like this where, it comes down that fast. It's truly insane. I don't know what to say, but it's insane. So we're in times of basically making new trends and making new opportunities, and we're in times of things that I've never seen before. So when you're in times like that, things can happen much more. Usually I'd probably buy this dip in here. But the way this chart's reacting and how much this thing has been volatile, I had no problem not buying it until, we started to see the big time volume. Yeah, AMC's coming out. It's not tanking. But also, I'm going to be watching this tomorrow as well. And the reality is, guys, I missed out on, definitely seven figures. Definitely seven figures. I missed out on well over $1 million+ between all my accounts. No question. I had an $80 average. We would have been up over, almost 100% on 30, was it 25,000 or 30,000 shares across all my accounts. But you guys got to think percentages. Don't think about the P&L. Don't think about the numbers. Think percentage, right? Percentage-wise, this bounced. And even if you have a $1,000 account or a $500 account or a $100 account, right? Guys, this bounced from $74 to $147 or $150. Oh my gosh, $154. Okay? That bounced over 100%, guys, with an insane amount of liquidity. It didn't matter whether you had a $100 account, that's $200 if you nail it perfectly. If you have a $1,000 account, it's $1,000 in profits. If you have a $100,000 account, it's $100,000 in profits. And literally, the best part is less than an hour, right? It pays out quick, it's a high percentage return, and liquidity is insane. Those are 3 recipes for the trades that I like to take. And mentally going into this, I'm taking paper cut loss on the way down, but I finally, had conviction with these 2 big red candles. I started to add across all my accounts, and then just let, traders pay me out. This is all either shorts covering or hedge funds covering. I don't know what it is, but every time, you're buying a stock and then, all the traders are basically paying you out. They're basically saying, hey, I'm willing to pay this price for the stock. And that's how I made my money. That's how you make money in stocks, guys. You got to be smarter than everybody else around you, right? And that's the reality. It's always about creating a plan, a process, and a strategy that works over and over and over. And like I said, yesterday I lost $114,000, and the day before that I lost $14,000. I was on a 2-day red streak. It's not like I'm invincible. I am human. Like I always say, you guys see me have these big days, and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's just, I can't do it. Guys, I had a 2.3 GPA in high school, and I had like a 2.5 in college, okay? And I dropped out of college. So I'm not some genius, The reality is I didn't have any motivation for it, though. Like I knew when I went to class and was studying things, I never had any motivation. I didn't even want to learn it. The only reason why I wanted to learn it was because I felt like I would get something out of it, but when I was at school, I felt like I was getting nothing out of it. I never thought I'd use any of that. I could never use it to the real world. With stocks, I knew that by seeing stocks go up and down, you can put food on the table. You can have a roof over your head. By seeing stocks do this, guys, all this means going up and down, up and down, up and down, right? All this down and all this up. All that means is opportunity. And all that means is how are you going to create a plan of process and strategy to create opportunity for yourself to put a roof over your head and food on the table. How are you going to do that? Well, you got to have an edge. And how do you create the edge? You have a database in your head, and you keep building and building and building and building and building, and you keep building your database and keep building your database and keep building your database until you get better and better as a trader. And I will say, I studied trading way differently than I studied school because not one person had to tell me to study this, okay? Because I could relate to this. I could relate to me going to work and putting food on the table and a roof over my head because I've seen it. I see how stocks move. And the reality is the more volatility, the more opportunity, the more you can create wealth, the more you can create opportunity for yourself. And I thrive when stocks are very, very volatile. But here's the thing. I thrive because I've prepared myself time and time and time and time and time again. Troy, if you're looking for stock picks, I don't do that. I teach to be self-sufficient. But anyways, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the YouTube channel. That really helps the NorMagnolTrade.com community. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'll point at you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. But yeah, so that's really, hey Cam, could you please do one of your videos trade the whole day as we students use the example? I couldn't upload a full day's worth of video, no. I'm sorry. That would just take way too long, and I don't even know if I could upload that. Let's see. KOSS, I traded in here, just looking for the GameStop Momo and sold out before the halt. I explained that in my course. But here, you can see, so, I was nailing some of the SAVA short. You can see Sava, I was starting to short it. OCGN long, 315 out, 336, $22,000 winner. Sava in 70.05 short, 5,000 shares, covered it up 63.13. And then kind of just took a couple of losers there towards the end of the day, and that kind of, GBR and space. I got the wrong. There we go. Oh, there we go. I lost $60,000 because I just didn't read the PR like I should have, and I messed up on that one. OCGN tried to short. Luckily, I covered it. And then CGRO, towards the end of the day, I tried, I was just getting too much size, getting too aggressive, getting too greedy, and I paid the price. I paid the price big time. But Sava, I was looking for the shorts up there. Sava, I started to short off this higher low in here with size, and then I covered it down in here, and then I re-shorted, covered, and then I missed out on that. So, Catherine, I have no idea if AMC will bounce back. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I have no idea. In my opinion, the way GameStop's trading, I don't think it will. I really don't. I really don't think it will, but I've been wrong before, and who knows? Who knows? Well, only time will tell, but it looks like AMC kind of trades off GameStop, and GameStop to me looks pretty dead. I can't see it going back up to 300 or 200. But again, I have no idea in the end. You know, I didn't know GameStop was even going to go to 300 or 400 or 500. I had no clue, but I can only trade with what's in front of me. And over time, I started to realize that, you know, you could just try your best to play what's in front of you and go from there. So, yeah, guys, that's really all I have to say today. The GameStop trade that I took today was definitely a big-time trade for me. You know, but in the end, it really comes down to, you know, are you able to take the trade? I just tried GameStop there. We'll see what happens. I like the way it's kind of coming down, and see how we're kind of not selling off anymore on GameStop. Kind of that bot. You see that white line building the higher lows. You know, I thought this thing was going to sell off, but it didn't, and then it kind of just slowly been grinding. We're not breaking underneath that 85 level, starting to become firm support, and I'm watching that now. So, but anyways, guys, that's really all I have to say, guys. Derek, did you hit GME at 1049? So, yeah, I was longing it right in here and right on this candle. Both of these candles I was longing. Okay, so both of these two candles I was longing, just based upon how much volume was coming through, and I saw this candle finish at over 700,000 shares. And yeah, that's exactly right in there is where I longed it. But I took some paper cut losses on the way down. It's not like I didn't. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. Also like the channel as well. Yeah. You bottom ticked? Hell yeah, man. Good stuff, Derek. Good stuff. Awesome, man. I keep wanting to call you Durf. But anyways, guys, looks like GameStop starting to perk here. Up another 8,000 unrealized here. Starting to perk. We'll see what happens. Durf in the building. Yep. All right. That's really it today, guys, though. We'll see what happens with GameStop after hours. Just kind of toying around with it. We'll see in the end if it ends up panning out. But as always, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I got to go to the house and take care of some things, but I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hopefully you guys are learning something. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of these streams. Hopefully you guys are creating opportunity for yourself. Every day it's about creating your edge, creating your opportunity, looking at volatility, and always study. Nothing can prepare you more than studying. Okay, guys? All right. I'm not in Doge, no. Yeah, I saw the news on Bezos. All right, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Cheers, team. Subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, like the channel. NoMagNoTrain.com. Would really appreciate you.